Okay, the course mindset required. Play to your strengths. Don't try and pull off a shot that you're not capable of hitting. There's no point telling your playing partners you're going to draw it around this dog leg when you've never hit a draw in your life. But people do. People do that. People try and pull off the extraordinary shot. They try and put a carry on it an extra 30 yards further than they've ever hit it before, just because the wind feels 10 miles behind you, down. It's not going to happen. So play to your strengths. Also, on the first tee, this is what Ben Hogan did. Accept right at the beginning you're going to hit some bad shots. You'll hit 3 or 4 terrible shots relative to your ability. So just think about that for a second. That might mean a tour player misses the green with a wedge, or hits a not maybe a wedge, but misses the green with an 8-iron. He might hit his wedge to 25 feet twice in that round instead of the 12 feet range. He's going to hit some bad shots relative to his ability. He's told himself that before he plays. So as a beginner or as someone that's a weekend golfer, you're going to hit some tops. You might hit a shank, you might hit a fat. Accept the fact you'll do this. That way, if you open up poorly to begin your round with these bad shots, you're not beating yourself up for that 4 hours, telling yourself, why the heck did I come out here? It's always the same, it's always this, bang, broken clubs, miserable, and you're no fun to your playing partner, and you're stressing out now for 4 or 5 hours. The likelihood of you hitting better shots now will be minimal again. But if you accept the fact you will, relative to your ability, hit poor shots, 3 or 4 terrible ones, if you do it early on in your round, you're not going to get mad. In fact, you'll be relaxed going, well, that's the bad ones out the way. And if you follow this routine that we're learning here about the angles and your limitations in the swing, the discomforts of the good moves, and build a swing around that, you'll then realize that, oh, I just rushed a bit. I didn't quite warm up. Hey guys, why don't you just tee off on this 3rd hole? You 3 go first. That gives you the opportunity of 3 or 4 minutes where you can do a couple of stretches, understand, find that blueprint, refine it, remember, gather it again, commit to a safe line when you aim, and commit to that strike. So you open up on the 3rd hole, having hit some poor ones in the first 2 holes. Right, well, let's just reel in the reins and just get back to a nice, flexible feeling. I've stretched up a bit while my playing partners were teeing off, done some good moves. Let's just get a strike. That's my goal. I don't care where it goes. I don't care if I fire this in the woods or the water. I just want to get a strike. That's my goal. So I'll use a couple of old balls. I'll be realistic. But let's start thumping it. Let's just start really compressing. You might do that right away. 3rd and 4th hole, you'll get the strike. If you aim a safe line, odds on 9 out of 10, you'll start getting a straighter shot, a shot that will land where you're aiming or close to it. So holes 4 and 5, you're starting to get it. You'll get it back. You'll start to get 3 Stableford points going now, and you're catching up with your playing partners. Those shots half an hour ago on the first 2 holes, those poor ones, are soon forgotten because you're running with your blueprint, whatever it is, relating to these discomforts that you discovered while doing your warm-up with no club. That's how you progress the round. That's how you take it to the course. The feeling on the range can be taken to the course if you follow this marking system and blueprint structure. On the course, aim safe. Don't try and pull off a shot that you're not capable of doing. One last week may not be one that you can hit this week. You may have woken up with a crick in your neck. So when you perform your warm-up turning exercise, you might think, oh gosh, I can't get beyond 3/4 today. So you can relate to a 3/4 position. You can still commit to the strike, but you can't get all the way back that you were last week because you woke up with a stiff back, knee, crick in the neck. This is how you can then start to play very consistent golf. You relate to your body and its feelings from these drills.